what's up guys? Today we're doing hike number 35. This is the southern portion of the Neusiok trail. This one's titled the Oyster Point Loop. I actually got here last night and stayed in the Oyster Point campground. It's kind of a primitive campground, but very nice. This one is a 2.8 mile loop. Difficulty is easy, natural surface trail, gravel road, paved road, and I am at the Oyster Point campground trailhead. Not really any elevation gain. So this one is actually a loop, which is unusual for the 40 hike challenge. It doesn't work out great for me because I was wanting to hike the entire Neusiok trail. Let's see, so that way leads to Mill Creek Road and 2.4 miles to a shelter. There is a trail log to sign here, MST trail log. There's Mr. Thomas Dellinger. He has already completed the 40 hike challenge. 5 more to go here. He has a great blog, mywalkinthewoods.com. Check that out. He talks about all of the hikes in the 40 hike challenge. This hike, we're going to be starting going up that road there. We'll walk down this way first and check out the view. This is a beautiful area. It's a little chilly today. I think it's in the 40s right now, but it's going to get up into the 50s or 60s over the next couple of days. So let's get started on the actual trail. I've got to do this loop and then get back here and then start again on the entire Neusiok trail. Back where we started again. That road over there goes into the campground. I think there's like 16 sites there. That first camper you'll see on the right is the campground host, Miss Tanya. She's awesome. And this hike starts going up 1.1 miles on Forest Road 181, and then there's a short hike on the paved road, Mill Creek Road, and then we get onto some trail finally. This is the same road that you drive in to get to the trailhead, so it's you know, a little odd that you drive up to the trailhead and then you hike back up the same road you came in on. I don't know why they did it that way, but this is the Mountains to Sea Trail route. It just kind of makes like a figure 8 loop through here. Why? Why? Y'all know I love road walking. This is not bad though. It's not a very busy road, at least today. It's February 2nd. Right around between 10 and 11 o'clock. I've only seen one car pass by so far. We are close to a military base, so expect to see a lot of jets passing over. It's the sound of freedom. Before you get to Mill Creek Road, you'll see the MST blaze and the trail going off to the right, but the hike is described in the book. We're going to pass by that one, and I think there's another part where the MST comes out, and we're going to hike all the way up to Mill Creek Road and take a right, and then we'll be hiking through the woods and come back out. I think up the road there maybe. Anyway, don't take that right if you're following the day hike. There's the second turn that you could go in the MST. Yeah, looks like somebody dropped a tote full of trash here. I do make an effort to pick up trash along the way. I'm not sure if that Gatorade's open, but good. Sorry, not carrying that out. Other than typical beer cans and whatnot, it hasn't really been too much trash on the road, except for that mess. I'm starting to hear the highway, so I guess we're getting pretty close to Mill Creek Road. Maybe it's just around the bend. Hey, for once it was just around the bend. This is Mill Creek Road coming up here. And this is where I turned in last night. It's the only way to get to the trailhead. So anyone hiking this trail, or this road, has already drove down it just to get to the trailhead. On these great day hikes, I try not to be too critical of the book and how the hikes are laid out, but at the same time, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't really think that was necessary. Walking a mile up the same road that you came in on. Really? Anyway, we are going to take a right turn onto Mill Creek Road. Oh, I see why we did this. So you could see the Carteret County Solid Waste and Recycling Site. Let's get a good look at that. There it is, folks. Carteret County Solid Waste and Recycling Site. Waste Industries. The smell here is unpleasant. It smells like a solid waste facility. They are closed today. So hey, maybe later. No, I'm not picking up them dead fish in the Ziploc bags. Looks like that's where we turn to get back on the MST. To get back on the actual trail, I mean. The road is the MST. Alright, so that way is would be to continue on the Neusiok Trail, Mountains to Sea Trail. It says 10.5 miles to NC 101 and 0.75 miles to Shelter. I guess if I take too long on this today, it won't be far to get to a shelter. But here is where we turn back around and head back towards Oyster Point Campground. All right, if you skipped to the cool part, here we are. Lots of squirrels running around out here. Looks like it was mowed fairly recently, so I'm seeing some reviews saying that parts of the trail were really overgrown. But whoever cleared this recently, thank you. I'm just wearing the little mini pack that came inside my Gregory Balturo pack. Dude at REI said I would never use it. Take it out so I could save a few grams. Haha! I'm using it. But I'll be wearing the full pack when I come back this way after lunch. Danger. I don't think I could have hoped for more perfect weather today. Started out kind of cool this morning, but I'm getting ready to have to take this hoodie off and just hike with my underlayer. This is a cool boardwalk. And these things must take a lot of effort to build in the first place and maintain. Very nice. Here we're coming up on the same road that we just walked up. We went that way before. I can see the little trash bin up there. So we'll walk down this a little ways and then we'll go off to the left, the little turn that we passed by on the way up. Here's where we turn off to the left. think that's the last turn until we get back to Oyster Point campground. Or last intersection rather. Should be getting pretty close to Oyster Point where we started again. Quite a few varieties of trees here other than just the ponds. The smell reminds me of back when I used to go down to Long Beach and play around near the marsh areas. It's called Oak Island now. I don't know how to describe the marshy smell. It's marshy. Marshy, marshy, marshy. And the trail is getting marshy too. Yep. Really beautiful through here. This is a short, easy hike. It'd be a good one to take the kids on, except for the road walk part. Don't know why they include that. And also, might check and see if it's going to be very wet first. I think it was like last week there was snow here, so I was expecting it to be a little soggy. But I think it's going to be like 60 or 70 degrees by Thursday, and then maybe Monday or Tuesday there's a chance of snow again. But anyway, wintertime is a great time to hike this trail because there's no mosquitoes. Haven't had any trouble with bugs, and plus it's not so hot. Middle of summer, it's probably like walking in a sauna with 1,000 mosquitoes released in it. Alright guys, that's it for hike 35. Just about to get back to the parking lot at Oyster Point Campground. And I am done with hike 35. I'm going to sign the logbook and eat lunch before I head out. Basically back the same way I came, because I'm going to hike the whole Neusiok trail. Yeah, stick around if you want to see the rest of the Neusiok trail. We'll probably make this into two parts. The second part will be from hike 34, which is the northern portion of the Neusiok trail. Oh, and I just met Fuquay Steve. Hey, it's cool to see somebody that's seen my videos before out here. Anyway, I will catch up with y'all in a bit. I'm gonna have lunch. I'm gonna stash in some water out here. I think this is about the halfway point. This is Highway 101, where the Neusiok Trail crosses over. So the trail continues on that way. But a good place to stash some water, because there's no more water at the shelters, and it's quite a drop when you pull in there. Now I'm gonna head back to Oyster Point and start again from there. Alright, it's like after 3 o'clock. Got my gigantic pack on. Weighs too much. I'm not going to tell you how much it weighs. I don't know. It's very heavy. There might be some beverages in there. Extra weight. But I am headed back out on the Neusiok from the start again. And this time probably see if I can make it to that first shelter, which is not very far, and I'll stop there and see what time it is and what things are looking like. But I'm not really going to film any at least until I get past where I walked before for the 40 hike challenge hike. So, see y'all down there. Okay, yeah, I made it like 20 feet with that camera around my neck. I need to get one of those mounts for the backpack strap. That would be much better. Let's see how much I use it before going that way. Don't know I'm going to carry it. Alright, made it back to Mill Creek Road. We'll be making progress on the Neusiok Trail again. It says 10.5 miles to NC 101 and 3/4 of a mile to the shelter. And if the shelter is empty, I'll probably end up staying there. This is one of the few wet areas so far. You can easily walk through it. Trail has been really dry so far. There's been just a couple of spots that are a little wet. Boardwalks over any real standing water or flowing water. According to that sign back there, should be coming up on the shelter soon. I haven't checked any of the other maps, GPS or anything, but it said 0.75 miles. Getting a little more wet. Just came from that way, 0.75 miles to Mill Creek Road, 9.2 miles to the next shelter, Dogwood Shelter, I guess is the next one, that way. Blackjack Lodge, okay. So there's some trail mix, I don't know about that. We got a log, a lighter, some dude wipes. It looks like a whole MRE. Beans and Franks, Spam, Coke, some kind of tea, foil sheets, more foil wrap, a tarp. There's some quick grate, paper towels, nails. Not sure what that strap is. Connect 4. Some smoke flavored salmon, peanuts, trail mix, baked beans. There's a little broom. That looks like one of those pot grippers. There's the fire pit. Bit of firewood stacked around. There's plenty of room to set up a tent without trampling anything new. A little bit of trash. Well, yeah, I think we'll stay here and we'll shoot for that next shelter, 9 miles tomorrow. I hiked the what was that called? Oyster Point loop once before starting, and then had to hike the same section again. So that's enough for today. There's some standing water over here. You can use they left a bucket here so you can grab that. Use that to put out the fire later. I got slept good in the shelter. Love this new pillow. It's got the strap attached to it and these little beads on the bottom so it doesn't slide all over the place. Haven't had any trouble with the pillow sliding. The old pillow, I used to have to pull a shirt over the whole sleeping pad to try to keep the pillow from moving, but I still had problems with this. It even has a little bag attached. Good morning. It's about 9:15. Been lounging around the shelter a bit. This is Blackjack Lodge shelter. Slept very well. Had my sleeping pad over there and stayed warm. No complaints about the shelter except for, it was about a foot taller, I wouldn't hit my head on it. That bucket back there is full of water now. It was full of pine straw and pine cones, but I think it would be better just to have some water available to put out your fire. There's water standing over there. Not much dry wood around, but anyway, headed back out on the Neusiok trail. It's going to be probably between 9 and 10 miles to the next shelter. Mill Creek Road is back that way. Dogwood shelter says 9.2 miles, but you know how it goes. All right. Well, this little creek is just past the shelter. Could get water from there. The trail's been pretty straight so far through that fairly open pine forest. And we've got a boardwalk. Feet are still dry so far. The walls are closing in a little. The trail's raised in the middle, like a little drainage ditch on either side. There's an occasional lower spot, but still dry so far. This is, I guess, maybe 3 or 4 miles from Oyster Point, but somebody has apparently built their own little bushcraft shelter. Yeah, I don't know about that. But there it is. You have to cross this log to get over to it. I would rather see less of that, like anywhere, everywhere. Anyway, moving on. Another little open spot over there, just across that little creek. This section of the trail is fairly straight shot, and it's just following that creek on the left side. Yep, just came up the trail from that way, and here's the road. Not sure what road this is, but the trail looks like it goes into the woods, and then I guess it'll make a sharp turn to the left just past there. And somebody's left some water out here, which is awesome. I believe I'll have to partake of that. Thank you for whoever did that. Or if you left it for yourself, oh, you should have hid that. Well, I stopped and had a cup of soup. Snack time. Since I had water available, I was trying to eat foods this morning that didn't require water. And this is Alligator Tram Road. Alligator Tram. I don't know. Forest Road 124. The trail is going to parallel this road through the woods and then make a sharp right in a little bit. Oh, this side of Alligator Tram Road is a little bit more overgrown than the other side. It's like a tunnel. That's cool though. Got some boardwalks. Can't even hardly see it with all the pine needles. Yeah, starting to see a few branches and whatnot across the trail. Slow me down a little bit. I can imagine this area will be wet sometimes. It's just kind of soggy right now. There's not a lot of places to get off the trail here if you needed to do some business. It's not without, trampling through the woods. Starting to see more wet areas. Feet's still dry. Well, foot's dry, but yeah, it'll sink in there. Okay, now it's starting to look unavoidably wet. Might make it around that. Let's see. Okay, I was able to avoid that one, but this up here maybe time to change to water shoes. For real? Is that the trail? But even so, that's not a blaze there, it just looks like one. There's one on the other side. Looking at the MST Guide app, should be at the next pretty much 90-degree turn, and there's going to be a couple more before I guess we're going to get on a road up there. But yeah, if you don't have this MST Guide app, even if you're not hiking the MST specifically, the MST runs concurrently with a lot of the trails, including the Neusiok trail. So definitely very helpful, because you can just open it up, hit map, and it'll locate you and let you know you're going the right way, or if there's a turn coming up or what. You can also access guides for all the MST segments. Just came from that way, and it keeps getting wetter. Feet ain't dry no more. Oh, what happened to the boardwalks? and you know, with the wood, and then you go across. We got some boardwalk. Oh. Gosh. Is that why that's there? If I just like attach one of these to each of my feet, I can just walk across. They're like snowshoes. Ooh, deep. Thank you, boardwalk makers. Woo. How long is this guy? Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna stop and put my regular shoes back on, because it's hard to walk in on this hard wood. If it doesn't end up here. Oh no. Maybe it dries out. Yeah. It's like a good spot for a break. Well, I stopped around 12:30 and had some snacks, sort of a lunch. Decided not to change to the regular shoes again yet. I'm not convinced that it's going to be dry from here to the road. I'll try to stick it out. Yep. I wonder if this is the trail's natural state. I mean, is it ever dry? Anybody know? Ooh. But wait, there's more. Oh, that one looks deep. Oh, not so bad. I definitely want to have long pants because of all this brush and whatnot. This area is pretty rough. I believe we'll be getting to a road soon though. Yeah, that was fun. I had to take my pack off and crawl through there. I mean, there's just not really no way around it. I think I may be able to change shoes here. Don't think it's going to get wet until the road. We'll see. I made it across that log over there, but it started splitting in two as I was standing on it, and I had to get off, come through there, and now got a log hop over to that. Just coming out of those woods, and there's a power line right away. Oh boy. Based on what I see on the MST guide map is we're going to cross over these, under these power lines, and then take a left and go straight for a while. Hopefully more open than this. So yeah, just got back into the wooded area, along one of these little ditches or creeks or whatever it is. I thought it was going to be a road, because it looks so straight. It's lots of little ups and downs. I mean, very short hills. Just rolling trail through here. Like in the middle of nowhere. This section is so narrow with, I guess, what is that, bay on either side, that you can't really see too much unless you look up, and then it's all pine trees. Haven't been any more wading spots since I put my regular shoes back on. Got a little ways to go before we get to the straight road walk. I feel like I've been going super slow, especially through those wading parts. Make up some time on the road walk. I haven't recorded much recently. It's pretty much all the same through there. Big blowdown. Well, it's kind of cool in there. Still on the way to the road. Hey, some water. Awesome. So, it's going to be several miles, I guess, going up this road. I'll stop and get some water first. I might even stop and eat. Let's see. Whew. Had an extended lunch break, late lunch break. It's like 4 o'clock. Came out over there, and I got to go up about 2 miles on this road. Forget the name of it now. But anyway, go up this road 2 miles, take a left, and then a short ways down, I think it's Billfinger Road, and then be back off into the woods on the Neusiok Trail again. And then it's like 2 more miles to Dogwood Shelter. I gotta tell you, I'm really tired. I didn't realize it at the time, but I'm approaching Trailhead 2 for hike number 34. So I'll end the video here, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Whew. That was a road walk. blah, where the Neusiok Trail crosses over. So trail continues on that way. But a good place to stash some water. Trail in southeast North Carolina, our longest continuous trail. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna start over.